Well, hello everybody. I'm Stephen Carlson, and this is a Sedona method support call. So I'm going to start things off with a nice, gentle group release. And the topic is, what is the topic? Let me read what I wrote here. Yes, that's right. Receiving support. That's it. So we live in a world which focuses on individual effort, on the idea that each of us needs to somehow make it on our own. Other societies are much more communal in their view, but here in the so-called West, you're expected to make it on your own. But that's not always possible. In fact, it's actually kind of absurd. Because each of us relies upon the other in many different ways. You think about, for example, the food that you eat. I don't know about you, but I didn't grow it all. I don't know how to slaughter a cow. I wouldn't even want to try. I didn't build the roads that I drive upon, nor did I even build the car or the house that I live in. You understand the point. We all rely upon others for the very basic elements of life. And yet, we all feel, those of us in the West at least, we feel a reluctance to ask for help. So think about you, your life situation, and any area where you might actually need support, where you might actually benefit from asking. And notice any feelings that come up when you think about asking for support. You may feel that, who am I to ask? Why do I deserve help? Or maybe I'm just being lazy, I should push more, try harder. Or even something else. Just notice any thoughts that come up in relation to asking for help, receiving support. And again, it can be any situation. Notice any stories that come up, any memories. And check into the body and notice what's happening there. Because the body is a very reliable mirror of what we're thinking and feeling. Just notice any sense of discomfort, any cramp, any sensation in the body that comes up in regard to that sense of receiving support. And take a breath or two and allow all this to be here, just as best you can. And notice any sense that you don't want this, any desire to be rid of these feelings, these thoughts, these reactions. Notice any resistance, any desire to control what you might be experiencing. And then, when you're ready, notice any sense that this just might be personal, about you, who you are. And whatever came up, just notice it, open to it, allow it as best you can. And then, when you're ready, could you let that go? Would you let that go? And when? So let's circle back to the beginning. The topic is receiving support. That might make you feel a sense of obligation. If I receive support, doesn't that put me in debt to the other? Don't I owe them something? Receiving support also means that you have to ask, and that can be a big challenge. So just notice what comes up in regard to that receiving support. Any stories, memories? Sometimes we see little movies in our mental eye. There could be sounds, images, and whatever comes up, just take notice. And focus on the body and notice what's happening there as well. The body is responding in some way to our experience of the moment. So just notice any discomfort, cramp, tension, dis-ease, any reaction in the body to that sense of receiving support. Whatever that means to you. And take a breath or two and just allow all of this to be here. And then let's check. Is any of this actually you? Are you those sensations in the body? Are you these feelings, these thoughts, these stories, beliefs? Or is it possible that you are that which is aware of all? Is it possible that you are simply aware of thoughts? Notice that thoughts will come and they go. Thoughts are not permanent. Can you control them? I can't. How could they be you? Notice that feelings, sensations in the body, they arise, they shift, they intensify, they dissipate. Feelings don't last forever, do they? Sensations in the body never remain permanent. Oh, sometimes if your shoulder's hurting, it feels like it's been hurting forever, but we're not talking about that. The reality is that sensations in the body shift and move. How could that be you? Is it possible that you are that which is aware of sensations in the body? And just for a moment, could you rest as that awareness? And could you just allow all to be as it is in this moment? And take a breath or two. And let's just do one more. So the topic again is receiving support. Think of any area of your life where you might need that, where you might benefit. Sometimes it means asking for help, asking advice. It means reaching out to the other. And that can be complicated, right? So notice what comes up when you think about receiving support. A lot of us are just more inclined to give, and receiving may be something more difficult. Just notice what comes up for you when you think about receiving support. And be specific. Think about something specific in your life. Surely there must be something. And just allow whatever comes up to be like that. If it's here, could you open even more? Could you allow, give it permission to be like that? Whatever thoughts, whatever sensations, whatever feelings. And then check for any resistance, any wanting this to be different, any desire to push it away, or maybe even to hold on. That can also be resistance. Any sense of wanting to control this. And whatever came up, just notice it. And then check and see, does this feel personal? Does this feel like it's about you, who you are, your story, your value as a human being? Just notice. And notice how it feels when you believe that this is personal. Notice the reactions in the body and in the mind. How intensely personal it all seems to be. And then, when you're ready, can you find the one who feels that way? Can you find that sense of the individual? Check and see. And whatever came up, could you just allow that, welcome that, make space? And when you're ready, could you let that go? Would you let that go? And when? Yeah. That feels like a good place to stop. So, welcome everybody. This is a support call. You're welcome to raise your hand or just unmute if you have a question, if you'd like to ask for support, or even if you'd like to share a gain or something that you're grateful about. Fabiano, hello, hello.
Hello. Uh, First of all, I would like to uh, thank for last week support call. It was really good, and I can remember if I thanked you properly, and I was feeling about it. And also for the incredible group that uh, you offered with all those the release community. It's I'm not using because I'm really short for time, but I saw it working. It's wonderful. So I would like to thank you for that too. It's an incredible resource for, well, for everybody actually. So
Thank you,
that's
Fabiano.
the
Thank you for saying that.
oh no,
Yeah.
thank you because it's really incredible. And a question. Um, Last week's was a really good release and process. And the point is, I forgot to take notes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Well, is there a question somewhere? Would you like to?
yeah, because you gave me some pointers, like how to use the fear and the anxiety energy, you know,
Right.
and for because it's exactly 1 month from now my test, so I'm And you gave some good pointers on use the fear and the energy that I'm feeling.
Hmm.
Uh, and I I can remember for the life of me how to do it.
Okay, sure, sure. Well, so there we go. The nose is itching. So, a couple things to say. One is, of course, these calls are recorded, so you can go back on YouTube. I post the links on Facebook and also in the releasing community. I'll just say that now. But
Okay.
to respond to you, I remember exactly what it was. A couple points. One is that in my experience, it's useful to work in the body. The body is, if you will, it's just a powerful place to release. So, if at all possible, I try to go out of the head into the body to release. Then the other thing is what we feel as sensations in the body, we give them labels. That feels good. That doesn't feel good. That's painful. That's pleasurable. And we also connect these feelings with thoughts. So that what I'm feeling now is guilt. What I'm feeling now is anxiety. Right? We give them labels. We give them stories. So it helps to disconnect these feelings, these sensations, from any kinds of stories, any kinds of labels, any kinds of explanations. Because when you connect the two, it just becomes more rigid and more fixed. When you let go of that connection, then it allows things to move. And then one further insight is that if you if you look carefully, you realize that what we feel in the body is simply sensation. It doesn't have to be good or bad, but we give it the label good or bad, wanted, unwanted. In reality, what it really is the intensity of sensation. When we resist it, then it becomes painful and then it becomes suffering. I know I'm giving a lot of explanation now, but I'm speaking to the mind, and that's the other clue as well, which is that the mind has a big role to play in this. The mind is also trying to help in its own way. It does try to help, but it ends up creating stories and problems that only it can solve. I hope that's a good explanation, but rather than that, I'd much prefer actually working with you if there's anything that you'd like to do.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Well, no, that's the second one is the one that I meant is um well, right now, as I told you, it's uh on 5 of next month, 5 October,
Mm.
I have this test, and well, it's anxiety, you know. It's
Hmm.
it's getting close, a lot to study. I mean, study from morning to night, and
Okay.
sometimes I feel overwhelmed.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let's work with anxiety, and I think that's a wonderful topic because everybody understands. Everybody experiences anxiety, right? So let's work on this as a group. You don't have to mute. It's okay, Fabiano, but I invite the rest of the group to follow along. So obviously you have a topic. There's something that you feel anxious about. I invite everybody else to think about something that causes anxiety. And I know exactly that we all have something. So whatever it is, just turn the focus, turn your attention to that which causes anxiety, whatever it is, and just take a moment to be with that feeling, those feelings. It may help to rewind and play a memory. There may be a story, whatever it is that provokes anxiety. Take a moment or two. And just as best you can you allow those feelings, those thoughts, those sensations, whatever comes up. Notice how anxiety shows up. And notice particularly what's happening in the body. Notice where the body is reacting. One place to look is the core of the body, from the neck all the way down to the groin. Speaking for myself, anxiety shows up for me very often in the solar plexus. And just to be clear, I'm going to stand up and show you. It's that part right there where the rib cage meets and the breastplate is there. That little indentation is the solar plexus. And for me, anxiety shows up there, and for many other people I know. But just notice how it shows up for you. And so, notice the sensations in the body, and notice also that you've chosen to give that a name. Notice that you've connected those sensations to a story, a cause, right? A memory. But what if that didn't mean anything? What if you could just cut that connection and just let it be meaningless? You ready to try? So, could you just allow this to be meaningless? And would you let go of wanting this to mean something? And
Yes.
when? Right.
No.
Take a breath or two and just notice that this is raw energy, nothing more. It doesn't have to have a name. And could you just give it permission to be there and do whatever it needs to do? And we can even do again the 3 steps. Could you allow this to do it at once? And would you give it permission? And when?
No.
So, just take a few breaths and just allow it to be like that. And notice what happens. In my experience, emotion is energy in motion in the body. And if you give it permission, what it does is it moves out naturally. But see what happens for you.
Yeah. It's lighter.
Mm-hmm. But let's play a little. This time we're going to take a different approach, because anxiety in particular is interesting. Anxiety is just a label that we give to these feelings and sensations in the body. But you could also give it another label entirely, a positive one. What about anticipation? What about excitement? Do you see how those are actually the same thing as anxiety, just with a different name? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Right. And excitement is actually kind of enjoyable. At least to me it is, but many others would feel the same. Think about a roller coaster, right? How do you feel when you get on a roller coaster? It's exciting. Imagine that people will actually strap themselves into a little car and simulate falling off a building. Why? So, what if that could be a positive feeling, what you have called anxiety? What if that could be something of use? Could you welcome any sensation that you've chosen to call anxiety? And could it be allowed? Could it be welcomed as excitement, anticipation, thrilling?
Yes.
Yeah. So, from this perspective, actually, this energy that we are talking about can be useful, right? Think about what
Yes.
this is about. I used to do a lot of public speaking, and I was a coach for public speakers as well. And we have an expression which maybe you know or have heard, which is butterflies in the stomach. It's that feeling of anxiety, but imagine butterflies. That's what we say anyway. And so a lot of people who want to learn how to speak in public, they would ask me, how do I make the feeling go away? And the answer is you don't. You don't want those butterflies to go away. What we can do is teach them to fly in formation. That feeling is there because what you're about to do has consequences, no? You're preparing for an examination which I assume will have consequences for your future. A passing grade will mean advancement in your career, more money opportunities, etc., etc. So shouldn't you feel something? I mean, that
Yeah.
feeling is there to show you that, well, this means something. It's actually, when you stand up on stage in the same way, it means something. It's, sailors have an expression, all hands on deck. You know what this means? Everybody should be ready and prepared to fight. So that's what this feeling really is, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it helps to see it in that way. It's not something that you don't want to experience. In fact, you talked about overwhelm, right?
Yeah.
So if you try to fight that feeling of anxiety, guess what happens? That's the overwhelm. Yeah? So let me just ask you, when you think about this big exam, and I invite everybody else in the call to think about what it is that they're anxious about, just notice what comes up. Notice all of the thoughts, sensations in the body. And now, just for fun, could you savor this experience? And remember, savor is a word that we're using for eating. I just want to enjoy every bit of the taste of this thing, right? That's what savor means. So notice how the body reacts to whatever this anxiety-causing thing. Notice how this shows up in the body. And could you, just for now, savor, feel it, welcome it with enthusiasm?
Yes.
On the call last week for you, that was the moment of transformation. I recall that. Yeah, that made a difference in how you felt and perceived the
Yeah.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I lost it. I couldn't remember exactly what happened. For some reason.
Okay, not a problem.
But now I write it down.
And again, I can type into the chat the YouTube channel. Well, actually, maybe are you in the community or on Facebook? Because that's where I post those links.
I'm on the community. I joined last week, but not on the Facebook. I don't use much Facebook.
Or if you see the announcements in the support call announcement channel, that's where I post the link after the call as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a day late. It depends on what's going on, but yes. Good. All right, Fabiano, is that good question? I like to work with anxiety. That's a good one. Yes.
Okay. And today to make sure. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, so would anybody like to raise their hand, ask for support, ask a question, share a gain? Everybody's feeling completely relaxed and released. Richard, hi. Good to see you.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh. Yeah,
What's
hello
on your
everyone.
heart?
Yeah, it's my first time to join this call. Yeah, I'm from China, so I see you.
Did you say China? Welcome.
Yeah, mm, yeah, just want to say something, yeah, to you, to everyone. Yeah, may in China there are many difficulties for us to learn, because of the network problem, language, yeah, a lot of things. So yeah, I just found this call and join it and want to try it. Yeah, it's very cool
I'm
for
glad you
me.
found
It's
us.
free. Yeah, yeah. The last time I joined the class for uh, see, effortless uh, effortless releasing. Yeah, the last session I have just joined. Yeah.
That was Hale's.
I have learned for about 2 years, and also I am now coaching and of Chinese fans to uh, to do some releasing. Yeah, I have helped about 100 people already. Yeah,
Fantastic.
since
You're coaching in
yeah,
Chinese.
since half year. Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
We have another Chinese coach. I can't think of his name. He's located in Hong Kong. I'd be happy to introduce you if you'd like.
Hong Kong.
Mhm.
Oh, cool, cool.
I can't
Yeah,
think. I
I'm
think.
looking in Guangdong.
Uh-huh. Well,
Maybe yeah. You
if you find me on Facebook, I will introduce you. I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
yeah, I will yeah find you on the Facebook group. Yeah, I see your post and
Great.
yeah and join this call.
Good.
Uh,
Do you have
very happy to see you. Yeah,
mhm.
a question.
A question or
Um,
something that we can work with? Yeah.
mm,
It doesn't have to be, by the way, but if you do, it's okay too.
and yeah, recently no question. Yeah, that's
Okay,
hello to you.
very glad to
Yeah.
meet you, Richard. Please do contact me. You'll find me on Facebook, of course. And oh,
Sure. I
Vincent,
will contact.
he calls himself Vincent. He lives in Hong Kong. I'm happy to make the
Oh,
introduction.
Vincent.
Yes.
Yeah, I live near Hong Kong now.
Oh,
Um, it's very close. Yeah, maybe by bus 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, it's very close to Hong Kong, close to Macau. Yeah. Yeah.
2 or 3 hours. That's
Cool.
close. Yeah. I'm glad to meet you, Richard. Thank you for raising your hand.
Yeah. Glad to see. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Uh. Okay. I will. Yeah. Mute myself here and switch
Okay.
to yeah
Thank you.
to other friends. Thanks.
Good. Magic. I see your hand.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Um, is that true? Ultimately, yes. Um,
Don't know.
yeah, I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I think I have some story of not good enough coming up for me right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we do a little work with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so just notice whatever it is, not feeling good enough, right? How does that show up for you? Is that thoughts? Is that sensations in the body?
Yeah, there's like heaviness, like a density
Mm-hmm.
in um kind of like my solar plexus-ish area.
Mm-hmm.
There's some thoughts too, but feels less important.
Mainly in the body then, right? Okay. Well, just for
Yeah.
now, could you just focus on the body? Let go of anything going on in the mind. Doesn't matter for now. Just focus on the body and on what you feel to be unpleasant or unwanted, right? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how intensely is that coming up for you right now?
It's fading a little bit. Maybe it's like a 4 now. It was maybe a 6 or 7 when I started.
Okay. Well, just for fun, could you let go of wanting that to mean anything?
Uh,
Could you?
I'm not sure. No.
Excellent. We'll just take that as a no. And would you let go of wanting that to mean anything? Yes or no is equally okay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
And when?
Hmm. Maybe like 25% of it right now.
Well, you're saving some for later. Is that right?
I'm just scared.
Oh, that's interesting. So focus on that,
Oh,
whatever that means. The feeling of being scared.
yeah.
Right. And I know it's not something that you want to do, but could you invite even more fear? Invite it up. It's just been hiding.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like trying, but it's just tears are just coming out and it feels like it's lightning.
Oh, okay. Well, could you just let go of trying?
Okay.
And just Just allow it to be exactly as it is. Tears, no tears. Fears, no fears.
Yeah, the fear comes up a little more.
All right. Is that showing up as something in the body or something in the head? More feeling?
I was like, yeah, it's like the thought is like, what if it doesn't work or something? And then there's this constriction in the body. Yeah.
Well, if you're willing, could you just let go of wanting it to work?
No.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. And would you let go of wanting it to work?
Yeah.
And when?
Now.
Mm-hmm. Just enjoy a breath or two, and then let's just see what's here now.
Yeah, like I feel maybe a little bit. Like it keeps going, like I feel a little bit queasy, and then I feel spaciousness, and then queasy, and I feel a little bit of pain in my right hip.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right then. Well, so notice that you've chosen to give a name to all of this, right?
Yeah.
But isn't that just sensation in the body? Could you just for now let go of wanting this to mean anything?
Not yet.
Okay, then. Could you hold on to it in that case? Could you?
Yeah, kind of painful
Oh,
though.
yeah. I know what. Let's do this. So just focus on whatever's being. Oh, that sounds like a release. Focus on whatever's being experienced in the body just as best you can. Wherever it shows up, just make that the focus. Right?
Yeah.
And when you're ready, just notice any resistance to feeling that. Any no, any I don't want to. I'll give you a clue. If it feels unpleasant, that's also resistance.
Yeah.
Then notice the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and then the resistance. And then the feeling again. And any resistance. And that feeling again.
Yeah.
And finally, any resistance.
Yeah, there's this thought of like, God, am I gonna have to do this for the rest of my life?
Well, will you? Is there an answer to that question?
know.
Oh, okay.
But there's some wanting control. There's like, well, you could be in gratitude that this exists.
Well, that's interesting that you mentioned
Yeah.
that. Is gratitude here? Just check and see.
Maybe a little bit.
I'll give you a clue. You wouldn't feel that if you were dead, would you?
Gratitude or
Anything,
whatever this feeling
whatever,
is.
right? So whatever
Yeah.
you're feeling, at least that's evidence that you're alive.
Yeah. I think there's some old story that like, yeah, that's like not the end all be all being alive. Something like that. I would happily be released back into source. uh,
Well, in that case, could you let go of wanting to be alive?
Maybe.
And would you let go of wanting to be alive? Crazy to ask the question, but why not?
Yeah.
And when?
Now.
He's gone. What's here now, by the way?
I'm just kind of like looking around my old backyard.
In the wild?
There's something in my chest. Yeah. In the wild, yeah.
Something in the chest?
Yeah.
Oh, could you focus on that? Welcome that.
Yeah.
Is it something that you like or something you don't like?
I'm not sure.
Well, could you
Maybe slightly unpleasant. Yeah.
could you resist it and push it away?
Yeah.
And could you open to it and welcome it?
Yeah.
And could you resist it as much as you can?
Yeah.
And could you welcome it as much as you do?
No.
Good. Let me just check and see. Is that you? Or are you that which is aware?
This moment, it feels a bit half and half.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so just notice that feeling that it's half and half.
Mm-hmm.
And notice whatever sensations are being felt.
Yeah.
And just for now, could you?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm like a little bit judging or like I don't know, but this like part of me that looks for problems, I'm like remembering that part of me and like,
Right.
yeah, wanting it to be different.
So there's a part of you that looks for problems. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you like it to stop doing that?
Yeah.
And does it put a lot of energy into finding problems?
Sometimes, yeah.
Is it possible that that part is simply trying to help protect you?
Mm,
It's useful to go and try and find the intent of this. No?
yeah, I mean, I definitely feel that it's wanting to protect me, yeah.
This is again useful for everybody on the call. There is a part of us, the mind, which is constantly looking for problems, constantly looking for danger, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that can get a little out of control, right? Sometimes the mind is just spinning round and round with all these stories and fantasies of what might happen, right? But if you try to stop that,
Oh,
I think you know what happens. That's a conflict right there. The struggle intensifies.
well.
But what helps is to recognize
Uh,
that this is the mind trying to protect, trying to be helpful, trying to benefit you.
mm. Yeah, there's also a part of me that wants to like script out solutions.
Well, yes, of course. Is that any different? It's the same basic mechanism, isn't it? Right,
Yeah.
right. In the business, there's an
Uh,
old expression which I like, which is the role of middle management is to create problems that only middle management can solve.
mm, mm-hmm.
And that's the mind.
I'm gonna feel a little bit of tears or something.
Is that welcome? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm, means it's working. I'm just kidding.
Means whatever you want. Hmm.
Uh, yeah.
So let me ask you, what's here now?
Mm, mm. Maybe like a little bit of distraction.
Hmm. Isn't that just the mind again, stepping into protect?
Mm. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can feel also like a bit of there's like, I don't know, column or something on the right side of my chest, very close to the center. It keeps being like spacious and kind of like just airy and light, and then dense or something, and then spacious and then dense. And
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And so what?
Yeah, I guess I wish I could get rid of the story that it's like gonna create some disaster in my life or something.
So that story creator that you're talking about is again the mind.
Mhm.
Isn't that just the mind trying to help? My experience is that if you can match the mind's intensity with gratitude, well, see what happens. In other words, the mind is putting so much energy into distracting, into making stories, into looking out for possible traps, right? So much energy.
Yeah.
All that energy is being devoted to trying to help you. How could you not feel the gratitude? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I can tune it into at least a little bit.
Would you like the mind to stop doing what it does?
Yeah.
Of course.
I would quite love some, yeah,
Try thanking it.
spaciousness and freedom around that.
See what happens if you thank the mind.
Yeah, thank you, mind.
And see if you can just welcome up the feeling of the gratitude. That's here somewhere.
Yeah, it's an experience of like some lightness or something.
And let me ask you, what's here now?
Like feeling the fresh air on my skin.
That sounds like gratitude to me.
Yeah. I guess I'm maybe a little bit excited to eat my breakfast.
Oh, you haven't had your breakfast yet. My goodness.
No, I did a short fast. Yeah.
Well, does that feel like a good place to stop for now?
It does. Thank you.
Good to connect with you. Yeah. Well, we've reached the hour. And let me just check with the group here. If there's anybody who still wants to go, I'm game. But if not, we can just end the call here. I'll give you all a chance just to react. If you want, you can raise your hand or unmute. Going once. Going twice. Well, that's it then. So let's end the call with that. I'd like to remind you that I'm also available to work one-on-one. I'm pretty sure you all know how to find me. Happy to work with you on those terms. And unless there's anything else, I wish you all a good week. And I'll see you in 1 week's time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steven.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Have a good weekend.